Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In today's video, I just want to share just a short summary of my journey so far about Islam. So last year in May of 2023, right, I took my Shahada. I was with my brother, a good mate of mine. So I took my Shahada and I wanted to do it. I knew in my heart it was for me. But after that, I was still a bit lost and confused. I was still in my old habits, my old ways. And after I took my Shahada, I was still doing a lot of haram. I wasn't practicing. I wasn't praying. I wasn't really learning at all. Like the first 2 weeks, it was going alright. I went to Jummah the 2 Fridays. I really tried to learn how to pray. But after that, I just stopped. I felt like I gave up, which I did. And I went back to my old ways for like nearly 2 years. I kept just doing haram. And anyway, fast forward till this year, like 4 months ago. So 4 months ago, is where pretty much everything just changed for me. I woke up one morning. I think it was on the time of Fajr. It was probably maybe 5-10 minutes, just before the time of Fajr. And I prayed. I did 2 rakats. So after I prayed, I just, I felt really good. Just something just really hit me really deep. Ever since then, I haven't stopped praying at all. I didn't go back to my old ways. I just put my faith into Allah, and ever since it's just been amazing. Subhanallah, Allahu Akbar. Allah is the greatest, and He really does guide us no matter what. When we want it, He will be there. If we're still in our old ways, He will wait for us until we're ready. And once we are ready, you cry to Him, you ask for Him, and He will take you with Him. He will pull you away from the bad stuff, the negativity, the shaitan. He will move you away from that. So after I did that morning prayer that changed everything for me, I was walking to the gym. I think it was around 9 a.m. I walked down and I stopped by this park here, but it was just on the other side, over there. So I sat down there. I sat down there. I had a coffee in my hand, and I wore this exact same kufi. And I normally, I normally don't even sit in that park at all. But one day, I just wanted to just sit down and just relax, enjoy my coffee, and just count my blessings. Alhamdulillah. So after I finished my coffee, I got up and I was walking to the gym. And on my way to the gym, just exiting out of this park, some guy approached me. His name is Sharif. May Allah bless him always. He approached me and he comes up to me. He goes, "Are you Muslim?" And I said, "Yeah, alhamdulillah, I am a Muslim." He goes, "How do you know?" And he goes, "Oh, because of your kufi, obviously." I was like, yeah, okay. And then he goes to me, "I'm here only for a few days. I fly back to America in a couple of days, right? And I want to do Jummah. Do you know anywhere where we can do Jummah?" I said, "Of course, man. Of course, brother. There's one just up the road from here," which is true. It's just, if you walk maybe 5 minutes, there's a place, a little musalla, where we go do our Jummah, and it's right across the road from the gym. So we exchanged numbers and we went to Jummah. He calls me up and we met at the park. We walked together to Jummah and we prayed. And I got to know him, and he's such a good guy. He sat down, he shared me his story. Beautiful story, alhamdulillah. It's a sad, beautiful story. So he went to jail for 20 years for some things that he's done. So he was sitting in jail, and his dad, I think, if I can remember the exact story, his dad didn't bring a lawyer for him. But what his dad did send him was a book of the Quran. Subhanallah. And while he was in jail, he just left the Quran there, just sitting on a table. Never read it. And probably, I think he said like 4 years later, he started to read it. And he read the whole Quran, continued to keep reading it, and changed his life around. And when he got out, alhamdulillah, he devoted his life to Allah. So he shared me that beautiful story, and it was really emotional. So I said to him, I would like to take my Shahada again, and I would love for you to do it for me. Okay? So fast forward after Jummah, I went back home. We said, okay, we'll meet up around nighttime. I'll let you spend time with your wife, because you only got like a few days here. No, well, he was actually leaving the next day now. So you only got like a day here left, spend some time, have some dinner with her. And I went to work. And he calls me up while I was about to finish work. He goes, I'm outside your shop. And I said, alhamdulillah, I'm coming outside now. I walked out and we went for a walk, me, him and his wife and my son. Found a nice bench, we sat down together, and yeah, I retook my Shahada with him. And on that table as well was the exact same Quran that he had when he was in jail. Subhanallah. So, and ever since then, my life has really changed. I just felt like I was just like reborn again and again after I took the Shahada the second time. And now I have not looked back once. I haven't looked back once at all. If you asked me like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or any time before that, if I would be sitting here thinking I would do this, I would tell you no, I would never do this. And look at me now, alhamdulillah for everything. So what have I been doing ever since? I've took my Shahada with him until now. I've been able to memorize 12 surahs, alhamdulillah. I've been learning and practicing a lot, and I met only good people along the way. So ever since I prayed that one Fajr in the morning, I've only met amazing, beautiful people in my life, and I couldn't ask for anything else, So I've been learning a lot. I have people that guided me as well, that taught me how to pray properly, recite the surahs correctly, do all the movements properly to please Allah, and I'm so grateful that I'm able to do these things, to be at peace, worship Allah, alhamdulillah. I was always crying, like asking for something, wishing for something, and all those cries, all those prayers I've made, I would before I would pray for like my desires, but Allah answered. He definitely gave me Islam, and that's the truth. If you want something from Him, you'll get it. You just show a bit of respect along the way, show that you really want to change your ways, and He will take you there. He will guide you, and that's written in the Quran a lot. He guides people, and He will bring you with Him when you're ready. So I think the first time my heart was there, but the first Shahada, my heart was there all the way. I've always been religious my whole life, but I was still battling a lot of demons, but now, when I was ready, He answered it straight away. Subhanallah. I was able to get guidance from Him. Yeah. So now I'm just, every day, I've never looked back. I'm always learning, I'm always practicing as much as I can, and just trying to spread goodness of this religion, the one true religion, the religion that every single prophet prayed to, and they put their heads down to the floor, on the floor, and they pray to God, Allahu Akbar. So yeah, I just wanted to share just a short summary of how my journey has been so far, from the first time I took my Shahada until now, and everything that's happened before, like, you know, no regrets. It's made me who I am now. I learned so much, and it's all been a test. It's all been a test, you know. So alhamdulillah for everything, and thanks for watching, and I wish you guys nothing but the best, nothing but happiness. May God reward you with everything you guys do. Inshallah. Allahumma ameen. Barakallahu fiqh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.